Hey everybody, this is MyCollectables coming back with another video for you. I want to talk about the super razor thin floors that are going on some items on Veve right now. The paper thin, the hairline thin floors that are absolutely crazy, right? And I'm going to show you some examples and I'm going to talk a little bit about what this means and the opportunity that could be presented for you as well, and also something to watch out for. So I'll get into that in just a second, but if you do like this video after you watch it, make sure you hit like. That would be awesome. But most importantly, please comment down below. I really want to know what you think about these items and about this whole idea of these really thin floors on some of these things. What do you think it means, right? I'll tell you what I think, but I really want to know what you think. And you can follow me on Twitter as well. The link's in the description of all my videos to my account, and I will do my best to follow you back and we can continue the conversation there, right? And if you want to actually join my channel as a member, you will get your Drophead NFT and get into the rewards programs that I have. And then, you just DM me on Twitter afterwards and I will send one over to you. But let's get into this right now. So the paper thin, razor thin floors right now, I want to talk about what this means really quickly here. So I'm going to show you some examples right here of some like secret rare comics that have crazy thin floors, that have like only a few listed. And when you buy the first one, the one that's the lowest price, it immediately jumps up in value to the next one, right? You can gain, like 50, 60, 70 gems on one purchase alone, right? And so there's some things that I'm gonna, that I think you should watch out for in a situation like this. And I'm gonna tell you a little bit more right now before I even show you some of those examples, just about what this means, right? Okay, so when you see a really thin floor like with the ones I'm gonna show you, right? And there's some really good ones, so I'm super excited to show you these. What you have to know is that there's like people who have dropped the really lowest prices you can see, right? So when you see like one item or maybe even two items on the floor of an item, of a collectible or a comic, that's not the true floor. The true floor is just after that, because some people right now are really trying to get some liquidity and they're trying to just dump something really, really cheap. All right. And so like when it jumps up that fast, when there's only one listed at that, you have to look past that initial floor price that you might see and realize that the whole collectible or comic isn't tanking. There's just one or two there. Now, here is the other flip side of that. Some of these aren't selling right now, right? So people are forcing themselves to, sell really cheap, all right? And so if you're one of a person who's going to be here a long time or a collector, this is a great potential opportunity for you to take advantage of that. And you can snag some of these and others that aren't even in the video. You can snag at really great prices and then hold on for a long time if you're a collector. Now, if you're a flipper, you could do the same kind of thing. There's items here that you could actually buy the one on the floor. And this is not financial advice, but this is just something that people can do. You buy the one on the floor, immediately the next one is like 60, 70 gems higher. You relist just under that one, and you could potentially make a really nice little flip right there. So these are just some strategies that people are doing right now. I would recommend, as I'm a long-term holder. So any of these that I'm going to show you right here, I would be wanting to lock away in the vault for the long term, but they are so crazy and thin. Now let's get into it. I'll show you some examples. Look at Tales of Suspense 52, the secret rare. This is the first appearance of the Black Widow. Look at the floor right here. It goes from 325 on the very bottom and immediately goes to 350, 450, 600, 800, like just like that, right? And then this is just only in the first few. There's only 12 listed. So if somebody buys that one right there, immediately their vault goes up by, like 25 gems. And then right away after that, it goes up by 100. So it doesn't take much, with these. And if people think that the floors on these are super low and that's the actual price, it just takes one or two sales. And that's all it's going to take. And then they're going to go, we don't know how many of these are even available for sale that people even want to sell, even if the price went up. And look at Avengers 57, same kind of thing. This is Vision, right? It goes from 300 to 340 right away, then 385. These are nice, big, chunky jumps. And then all the way down to like 750 on the first page. So it like literally doubles within the first page. And there's not that many. There's only 16 listed as well, right? And then we talk about what if, you know, this is the Spider-Girl comic. You know, if you look at this right here, it goes from 116 to 117, those first few. And then on the same page, it goes to 400. So it literally it like triples in value on the first like 4 or 5 listings after that, right? There's only 19 of those as well, right? This is something that you'll have to look for, right? Fantastic Four 265 with the She-Hulk joining the Fantastic Four. Look at this one. It's crazy. It goes from 317 to 390 to 450. Like boom, boom, boom. And then on the first page, it goes all the way down to 3,300. Now, I'm not saying it's going to get that high. But I mean, like, this is a 250 mint comic, right? So this is really, really low, right? You can see there's only 11 of those. I mean, check out the Powers of X #1. This is a great comic as well. There's only 11 of these. Look, 670, and on the first page, it goes all the way to 25,000. 670 to 760. Look at that right there. Look at this. Look at that. In one purchase, you almost go up 100 gems in value. It's crazy, right? So these are the opportunities that you can look for if you really want to get in, right? Look at this Black Panther #1, another one right here. Look at this. It goes from 230 to 280 in one shot. That's 50 gems. And then it goes to 310, 350. I mean, it just keeps going all the way up. And then it's just, you know, like these are really, really low. Like there's only like 1 or 2 listed at the bottom, right? The same thing happens with some collectibles. So I'll probably do a video on collectibles. Look at Web of Spider-Man 118. You can check this out. It goes from 210 to 230. These are nice and about the same. But then it goes to 285 and then 350. Just like that. These are razor thin, you guys. There's only 18 of those listed. We got, if you want Deadpool's FA, here you go. This one's nuts too. Look at this. It goes from 700, and then all of a sudden, after a couple listings, it goes to 8 to 9, and then it's up at 2,000 on the first page only. There's only 21 listed of this one. Same idea. And then I'll end it off with Miles Morales. This one's so awesome as well. Look at this. You can see people have like put this low. 1,400. It goes to 15, then to 17. Like boom, 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 just like that, right? So it's important to consider, everybody. It's important to consider that these floors on some of these items are 1 to 2 sales away from the price going right back up, you know, and that's what I really want you to consider. Now, here's the reason too. Like I said at the beginning of the video, some of these are just not selling right now because people may not have liquidity in the app, or maybe they're trying to get liquidity by dropping the price so low. But that's an opportunity if you're a collector to like lock some of these in long term for sure, right? Anyway, let me know what you think of the video. If you're going after any of these, I will see you in the next video, and happy collecting.